We continue to risk our health and safety, our mental health, our relationships by being overworked and underpaid. So here's my question to all of you. Isn't our time just as valuable as the white-collar workers?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
In Shawn Fain's announcement of the strike authorization vote, he really dug in to his members' demands for a shorter work week, which I think is really, really amazing that we've got a union leader out here pushing the envelope on this issue. And he speaks really eloquently to why this is so important for his members and for the American working class. Let's listen to that.
I've been talking a lot, about a 32-hour work week, 40-hour work week for 32 hours that we work, 40 hours pay. And it's been wild to watch the talking heads on television to continue to have a meltdown over this discussion. Right now, Stellantis has put its plants on critical status, forcing our members to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day in many cases, week after week for 90 straight days. That's not a life. Critical status, it's named right because working that much can put anyone in critical condition. It's terrible for our bodies, it's terrible for our mental health, and it's terrible for our family life. We miss critical moments in the lives of our children, critical moments like Little League games and birthday parties. We are one of the most overworked countries in the world. You look at the average number of hours spent working over a year. The average worker in Japan gets a month more free time than the average worker in the United States. Workers in France have 2 months more than free time than we have. And top it all off, workers in Germany have 3 months more free time than workers in the United States have. So just imagine how much your life would improve if you received the same pay and benefits you have now, but you work 12 weeks less to earn it. Right here in our own country, the talking heads have lost their shit every time I talk about the 32-hour work week. But you know what? They and their coworkers were working from home all throughout the pandemic. And I recently read an interesting study by Deloitte that said most workers in the financial industry are either working from home or coming into the office only a couple days a week. And this study found that 66% of those workers would quit their job if their employers made them come to work at the office 5 days a week. And you wonder why that is. Because they found out during that time that all that extra time at home improved their relationships with their children by 70-some%. It improved their relationships with their spouses and partners over 60-some%. With every relationship category in their life, because they were able to work home more and spend more time at home with family and friends, every relationship category they looked at, it improved over 50%. So it turns out people are happier when they spend less time at work, not more. And you know what? I've heard many of these people, the pundits, want to say, yeah, well, these people have an education. Well, UAW family, you know what I say when they say that to me? I call bullshit. Many of our members not only have college educations, but during the pandemic, we were deemed essential. Our members risked their health and safety to keep the lines running during COVID. Some of our members even gave their lives. So now we continue to risk our health and safety, our mental health, our relationships and all that by being overworked and underpaid. So here's my question to all of you. Isn't our time just as valuable as the time of the white-collar workers? Aren't our families just as important as the families of company executives? Isn't our own health just as valuable as that of the talking heads on television? UAW family, our demands and our fight are about more than just us. They're about the double standards in our society.
So there you go. That is, that's a really powerful message about why, workers deserve a shorter work week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I so agree with you, and I agree with everything President Fain said. We'll see what happens with these negotiations, and there's a lot left to be shaking out right now, but I think it's going to be interesting to see. But I really appreciate, him putting forward this demand and talking about this issue in the way he's talking about it, because we have to reclaim our time.
Yep.
We have to reclaim our time, like in so many different industries, so many different professions. It doesn't matter what profession or industry you're in. It seems like we just continually have an assault on our time, and we've got to reclaim it. And so that's really huge. And, you know, the labor movement fought to get us the 40-hour week. The labor movement fought for the 30-hour week, and we came pretty close to getting it, is my understanding. You know, but it's time to reclaim that fight, I think, and so I really like to see that.
Yep, absolutely. Really great stuff, and not only the way that he's talking about it for UAW members, but being able to connect it to the broader working class and these broader working class struggles. You know, he mentioned his solidarity with and the UAW solidarity with the SAG-AFTRA and the writers, and that's really powerful. And you know, it's really really good stuff to see this, and you know, because management is not taking it seriously, despite, you know, their claims that they are. It is, you know, it's looking more and more likely that we're going to see a strike after September 14th. So we're going to keep our eyes on this, obviously, and September 14th is the deadline, not a reference point, and like I said, we're going to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, just sending all the solidarity to the UAW, wishing them much success in this fight. It's important. Just like the Teamsters fight, I think has important ramifications on the broader working class. I think this one does too. And, it, you know, I think there is a militant upsurge in terms of the working class in this country, and I hope it just produces more and more wins for working people.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.